Hey everybody, I'm Becky Adams and welcome to the Stamp and Scrapbook Expo YouTube channel. Today we have a really fun video hop to share with you. I've created a list of 12 of my favorite YouTubers and we've come together to create 12 different videos of scrapbooking inspiration for you to enjoy on National Scrapbook Day. So the video that I've created today is of this layout and how it all comes together. It's a 12 by 12 layout that features two 4 by 6 photos of my family and I on a vacation that we took last fall. So come see how this layout comes together, and then at the end of the video I will let you know what the next stop is along the YouTube hop, and hopefully by the end of the day you will have tons of inspiration to keep you creating. Today we're working with the Amy Tangerine on a Whim collection and two photos that I printed at 4 by 6. So these photos that I printed are from a vacation that my family and I took to Nebraska and South Dakota, and I guess through Wyoming last fall for Thanksgiving. So I have 3 pattern papers here to start with. I have this full 12 by 12. It's a tone-on-tone teal dot with cameras on the back. That is the base of my layout. And then this next one, this next layer, I had a really hard time choosing which side I wanted to use. I love the flowers on this, but it's honestly doesn't fit very well with the theme of this layout. So I went with the black and white striped side, and I cut it down to 8.5 by 11, and I'm just adhering that to a little bit to the right side of my layout with about a 1/2 inch gap. That's not perfect, but it's okay. And then I'm going to add this blue, it's I guess a tropical leaf print I would call it, which isn't very fitting of the theme of this layout either, but most of it's going to be covered up. Okay, so there's that. And as I mentioned, I have 2 photos. One is of our family just right in front of, these are the Tetons. I believe it's just inside the Wyoming border. And then of course this is our family in front of Mount Rushmore. So there's a lot of journaling that goes with this layout, and so I went ahead and printed it out so that it could go along the right side of the layout. Before I adhere that, I want to put in my title, because I believe my title is going to go a little bit into this area, and so I want to make sure that I don't overlap any of my journaling. So I have a few bits and pieces that I've pulled for this layout. I love this gold. I cut this out of the sticker book, this Let's Go Places sticker, and I wanted to put it just at the very top of this photo. So we've got that in place, and then the title of this layout is Awesome Adventure. And my title is going to come together with a couple of different things. So there's this awesome chipboard, and that just comes right from the On a Whim collection as part of the thicker, the 6 by 12 thicker pack. And then the blue portion of this sticker is from the sticker booklet. And what I did was I peeled that sticker out and put it on a piece of white cardstock and then cut around it, leaving a little bit of a white border. And I did that for a couple of reasons. First of all, I really liked the idea of having this, you know, the kind of the map of the United States or outline of the United States on a travel page. And then I also thought that it was perfect to fit this adventure die cut onto as well. Okay, and so from here I want to go ahead and adhere my journaling. And I'm being careful to not, to make sure that all of my journaling is visible. And then if you'll see right here, I've got this little gap, and that is what you would call trapped white space, which is not the best in a design. While it's totally fine for some people, and if it works on your specific project, go for it. I think it leaves an awkward gap on this project, and so I've got a couple of different ways that I'm going to fix that. And what I am planning to do, and I'm hoping it's going to come together like I am picturing in my head, is to go ahead and just put a little bit of washi tape. I'm actually just going to use an X-Acto knife to cut that right. There we go. So it fits in there. And even with that one strip, there's still a little bit of a gap. I'm going to leave that for just a minute and come back and finish it up because I'm not sure which one of these washi tapes I want to fill that gap. I'm going to see how the rest of my layout comes together so that I can pick which color of washi I want to go in that space. So I want a little pop of yellow down here. So I'm going to go ahead and adhere this little, it's, I don't know what size it is. I'm going to guess like 2.5 by 2.5. It's just, I cut it out of a cut apart pattern paper. I'm going to go ahead and use some liquid adhesive to glue this chipboard piece into place. I found way too many chipboard pieces kind of hanging out at the bottom of my sheet protectors in my albums, so I've just tried to get in the habit of putting a stronger adhesive on all of my chipboard pieces. So I'm going to go ahead and adhere my photos now that I have that title in place. Okay, and I want to tuck this one of Mount Rushmore underneath because there's a little bit of empty space in that. This one was a selfie that we took, and it was actually taken not long after sunrise, so it's not the best picture, but I love it. It's kind of it tells a lot about this vacation, a lot about how excited we were and how much fun we were having, even though we'd gotten up so early. We were just really, really excited to be going on a little vacation. So I have a few more little bits and pieces that I want to put on this layout. So I want to kind of create another embellishment cluster, or create an embellishment cluster up here, and then to balance out kind of what I'm working on down here in this corner. So I'm going to go ahead and use some pop dots to adhere this die cut. So I've got that yellow chipboard heart to balance this pop of yellow I've got here at the bottom. I'm going to use a few more little pop dots to put on this heart so that I can overlap the hearts a little bit. Now I've got this yay heart piece. that I didn't actually quite leave enough room for. But I really do want to use it. So I'm going to gently pull up this. I'm going to try and not move that awesome die cut or chipboard piece, pardon me. And just move that, the United States and Adventure portion. And there we go, that's gonna work much better. So I'm thinking that I'm going to add some red and some gold washi. So I'm going to put the gold first, and then I'm gonna go ahead and do the same thing with this red and pink dot washi tape. And I'm going to take this polka dot washi and just bring it back a little bit and tear it off, just so we have kind of graduated layers here. Alright, the next thing I'm going to add is a little bit more gold. I've got gold in 2 places here, and I want to add it into a third. And so I've got this camera that, once again, I pulled that from the sticker book and placed it on some white cardstock, and then I cut around the sticker, just leaving a white border. So I thought that this gold camera would be fitting for this, to help tell this story. Okay, I think that I need to balance out or use this washi tape a little bit more on the layout to kind of pull everything together. And I'm going to put that just right here under the title. Okay, and then just a little bit of gold as well. And once again, I'm going to stagger where the washi ends. And one more spot of washi up here along the top of my journaling. And I'm going to add the teal stripes and the red polka dot up there. And then I do think I'm going to come back in and add this white die cut. And then I think that that little envelope fits a little bit better when it's anchored by that white die cut. Okay, to finish things off, I have a couple more things. I have the date stamp, and I just have, since these photos were taken on different days, I just put on the date stamp November of 2016. And then I have a few enamel dots to finish things off. I want to add some black in, because other than the black stripe, the only black embellishments I have are right here on the camera. So I wanted to bring some black up to the top of the page. So I've just got a few more enamel dots that coordinate with the elements in this layout. I wanted to bring this pop of red up to this embellishment cluster. I'm also going to add a couple of these matte enamel dots down here on the bottom. And then we'll kind of tuck another little pop of red down there as well. And with that, we're going to call this one finished. So thank you again for stopping by the Stamp and Scrapbook Expo blog and YouTube channel today. We hope you're having fun along the National Scrapbook Day video hop. If you have any questions or comments, make sure and leave them below. And if you're new to our channel, we would love to have you as a new subscriber. Also, if this is the type of video that you like to see on our channel, go ahead and give us the thumbs up so we know what kind of content our YouTube readers like to see. So thanks again for stopping by, and we'll see you again soon. Make sure that you hop on over to Carla's YouTube channel. She's next. But also, if you need to find your way through the rest of the hop, you can find a complete list of those on the YouTube hop in the video description below.